Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Karen and welcome to our Irish family. Today I'm going to do a Laundro-chat. I can never say that word. And basically what that is I'm going to be doing my laundry while I sit down and chat to you guys. So it's more of a talking vlog while I fold the clothes that we have took off the dryer rack. So I have some hangers here and then the rest will just be folded into piles. These are all mine and Robert's clothes from the past 3 washes, so there's a good pile here, so hopefully I get them done, because usually during these videos I kind of forget about that and just talk. But basically today I just wanted to chat about a couple of things that I've mentioned in past vlogs but I haven't updated you guys on. So the first one is, I can't remember what month, but I did a day in the life, and basically in the day in the life I spoke to you about how we were possibly worried that Ava had a speech delay, and the reason it cropped up and why I thought it was many people, like in our everyday lives, like friends and families, were kind of saying to us that Ava probably should be speaking by now, she should have some words. You know, I should go see the doctor about it, and it just made us think about it a little bit more, because we hadn't really thought there was an issue with her speech or her lack of speech, and so I delved into it a little bit more, and I made an appointment with the development nurse in town here. That took me like 3 weeks to actually get to speak to her. I went about it the whole wrong way. I should have just made an appointment, but I didn't. I wanted to speak to her, and there was all this whole big hoopla. Anyways, long story short, I got in to see her in it was the same week we went to the fertility clinic. So I think it was like the 7th or 8th, the 7th possibly of December, I went to see her with Ava. She basically had a look at her, asked me a whole lot of questions about her. Asked me questions about what she drinks, what she eats, what she says or doesn't say, how she interacts with us. She asked me questions like, does she fixate on things? Would she, like, so if you gave her like a stack of things, would she line them up neatly in a row and fixate on them for hours? All these sorts of questions. How she's walking, because Ava started to limp as well. Turns out she was just doing it. Because that day I went there, I said to the lady, I was like, she also has developed a limp somehow. Like, I don't know where it came from. Like, it just popped out of nowhere, and basically while we were there she walked perfectly, and then later that evening she started limping again. But I think it was she just wasn't bending one of her legs when she was walking. She kind of realized that I can control these knees, you know. But now she's totally fine. But anyways, so on to the speech delay. So asked her all the questions. She looked at her, she did her height and weight, and like always, if you've been following me from the very start, Ava was born in the 99th percentile in height and weight and head circumference, and she's pretty much stayed on that percentile the whole time. So her weight and height, while she is like off the scale really, it's for her, it's sufficient. Like, it's always been at that level, you know. So she said she couldn't see anything wrong with her. She said the fact that she comes over to myself or Robert or the grannies or whoever is with her, and you know, makes an effort to get our attention, and basically she drags us places if she wants us. So if she wants something in the one of the presses here behind me, she'll just come over to me, grab me and walk over, and she'll point at stuff. So like, obviously I try to get her to say, what do you want? Do you want, like, usually it's those goldfish crackers, that she wants. So I said, do you want some goldfish crackers? You know, I try to make her say it. Obviously she's not going to, but like I pronounce it out, and then I lift her up and she points at what she wants. She said that's totally sufficient. She will eventually catch on. She doesn't see a reason why there would be a speech delay. It's just basically that Ava doesn't want to speak. So that was December like 7th, and since then, literally the other day, like on Tuesday, on Tuesday I was changing her on the changing table. I was getting her dressed in the morning time, and we have our apartment phone there where if somebody buzzes down at the door, it will buzz up to the phone here with us. And she stood up and she was like, hello, hello. So I'll insert the clip of that if you haven't saw it on my Instagram.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You saying hello?
Yeah. 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 No. No.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so she started saying hello, and every time now she'll go to the phone if she's over there and she'll say hello, and it's getting better. Like it just started with the L-O with no H, which is very typically Robert, because Robert doesn't really pronounce his H's either. So yeah, so basically she's fine now. Well, not fine. She says hello. Sometimes I hear her say no, and she shakes her head no now. And also we watched this program on baby TV called Little Lola, and when it comes on she'll kind of say lo, lo. So she's slowly getting there. So you know, I read to her every day. I pronounce a lot of words to her, like cats, dogs. I say cat. So I pronounce it like the first letter twice and then say the word. And then obviously making noises for like cats and dogs, ducks, the usual stuff. You know, if we see stuff out, every day I go for a walk with her to the local park. If we see birds, I'll say like tweet, 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 and like ducks, I'll say quack, quack. You know, dogs, cats, usual thing. So basically the advice that lady gave me was to just read to her every day, pronounce out the words. There is this group that happens, I think it's the second Tuesday of the week, where I go without her and I can talk to speech therapists, and they'll give me extra tips and hints and stuff of how I can help her. So I'm going to go to that in February, and because of the Christmas, that whole schedule is off. So I'm going to go in February, and hopefully I'll pick up a couple of more tips that I can help her along. You know, we don't, obviously if she's not ready to talk, we don't want to speed her up, but I do want to kind of influence her to talk, let's just say. So that's really that issue. So I hope that clarifies it, because I know I got an awful lot of comments on that vlog saying I should go to the doctor, and like hints and tips of how like you, the viewers, have overcome that with their children. So I really appreciate when people give me their hints and tips, like useful tips like that, and also shares their stories with me, because it kind of makes me feel a little bit better, like I'm not doing awful for my child, you know. So following up from my video the other day about my 2018 goals, I have my Fitbit on. So again, if you want to join me on my challenges, I'll have the information linked below of how I can add you to my work week and weekend challenges. 3 people have come over since that video, so that's great. If you have a Fitbit and you want to join challenges with myself, it might motivate you a little bit more to get those steps in. do contact me via the public link, or you can send me a message via Facebook or Instagram with your email that your Fitbit account is connected to, or you can send me an email. You can go into the app and add me as a friend with the email I have included below. But also on that, I wanted some ideas of books to be reading this year. I wanted to do like motivation, leadership, parenting, self-help, self-discovery type books. And I have joined our local library, and I also have Kindle Unlimited. So on Kindle Unlimited I can actually get Rich Dad Poor Dad and the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People on my Kindle Unlimited subscription. So it's kind of, you pay a monthly fee and you can read books and return them. You can read any amount of books in the month that you want and return them and keep getting them back out again if you want to read them over and over, as long as you keep up the subscription. So if you're interested in that, I do have a link below for the Amazon UK and Amazon.com, which is the US version. I have links to those if you're interested in that. But on my Kindle Unlimited subscription, I can get, as I said, Rich Dad Poor Dad and the 7 skills of highly effective people, or 7 habits of highly effective people. So I'm going to read both of those. So that covers finance and kind of like motivation, I suppose. I then went to my local library. I joined it. It was free. And what's actually great about that is that if your local library doesn't have the book, they can get the book from the other, you can request it from the other towns around you if you don't want to go there yourself and pick up that book. And also they have ebooks now, so you can download the book to your phone, your PC, your laptop, whatever it is, and you can read it there. And they have a different selection of books than they have physical books in the library. And they also have like free language courses, which is great. I'll check them out, because obviously you know that one of my other goals for the year was that I wanted to learn French. And they also have, you can read magazines online, so like Vogue, Grazia, like all the latest up-to-date magazines and the back dates of it, you can get them via an app as well for free with your library membership. So they actually had so many different services that I didn't know that they had. So I'm hoping that I will be making good use of that facility throughout the year. But I went today and I picked up 3 books. One was by the Dalai Lama, the other one was kind of like based off the same thing about having a happier life or something like this, and then the other one was about parenting, I think. So I'll include pictures of the books that I have, because I actually can't remember. So yeah, I am excited to read this book. When I have those read, I will do blog posts about what I think about them. So do be checking my Facebook and also my blog to keep up to date on what I think about that. Or if you have any book suggestions, I would really appreciate that you leave them in the description below for me, so I can check them out throughout the year. If there was a book that you really enjoyed and you think that I will get some benefit out of it on the motivation, leadership, those sorts of things, like parenting, those sorts of things, like non-fiction books, or even like if like a biography of like a business person that you found useful, let me know in the description books that you recommend that I check out throughout the year. That's it, guys. I only have like underwear and socks and stuff left to pair up and put away. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you've learned a little bit more about me. That's what I like about these Laundro-chat, is that I feel that I share lots of information with you guys that I wouldn't in a clean video or in a day in a life video. I can just sit down, chit chat, tell you my feelings about things, tell you stuff that's going on, and I hope it kind of gives you a little bit more insight of how our lives work here in the house. and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new, and hit that little bell button because it lets you know every single time I upload a new video. Again, I have social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I will have those linked below alongside my blog and the Kindle Unlimited subscription and all the other things I mentioned in today's video. So I will talk to you in the next one, guys. Bye.